All right, we're here at another Scarlet Enclave. I hate to say it, but the way Season of Discovery is going, it's looking like it might be one of the last Scarlet Enclaves that we do. But I'm playing Saber Slash today on my Rogue, and hopefully we do good. There we go. Decent opener. A little slow on the approach. But I got the snapshot done correctly. There's no major armor debuff on the boss. No exposed armor, I mean. One of the other rogues is supposed to be handling that. Oh yeah, and I'm supposed to do this and this, and I actually didn't do the Rod of Dragons. So I can jump up here and hit him mid-air. Okay, I have failed. Oh, I didn't get the size increase. There we go. Okay, well, I've screwed up. All right. There we go. Re-snapshotted it. What a disaster. What a disaster. Still no exposed armor. I was told Murdo was going to be doing it. Alright, well, that mostly sucked. That was not really the way we wanted that to go. Okay, so I should have pressed Demon Slaying before fighting the boss. I should have not forgotten to drink the Caldoran. I needed the size increase from the Firewater and the size increase from the Draconid form to jump to be able to hit him mid-air. And I didn't have all of those things together right at the start. And then I also didn't have my Demon Slayer on. So, yeah, I mean, we were a little bit, whatever. We didn't quite do it right, but that's fine. Maybe we'll do good on the other bosses. Right, what we're working with is 6 pieces of Duskwraith armor. I've got Butcher on the shoulder, along with 2 pieces of Death Dealer armor. 3-piece Veiled Shadows, more Duskwraith, 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 Duskwraith. Second piece of Death Dealer, Duskwraith, Veiled Shadows, Bone Scythe Band, no set bonuses there, Slayer's Crest, Mark of the Champion for the Demon boss, but we'll go back to Drake Fang Talisman for everything else, Toxin Injector, Veiled Shadows, and Deception Sword. The Gnome is freed. Okay, what do we got over here? Nathrazim Heart, Stalwart Pain Plate, Consecrated Bindings, Consecrated Wrist Guards. All right. To Beatrix we go. Dragon mode does, like, look kind of cool. Did you beat life death on the meter? Probably. I'm not checking, though, because it'd just be way too embarrassing. If I did. Alright, focus the Praetorians always. Whirlwind coming out, move out of that. Yeah, I've been playing Cataclysm all day. Maybe I was just, like, not locked in, you know? You had to switch pretty quickly from doing a Cataclysm heroic dungeon over to this. Big whirlwind there. Oh, more whirlwind. Backing out of the whirlwind. Although I did do something cool in Cataclysm. I started the Legendary Dagger questline for rogues. And I got the first stage of the daggers. They go in 3 stages. There's 2 epic stages, and then the final 3rd stage is the legendaries. But you get, like, in-between weapons that were still way better than what I had before. So that was really exciting to do the, like, solo stealth mission in Cataclysm. And we'll be able to do more of that in the future when we get more Dragon Soul raiding done. Oh, what am I in combat with still? Can't mount up. Now I'm out of combat. No, Earthsinger's Eye, thank you very much for the Prime. Thank you for 24 months of support. 2 years. Hope you've been enjoying the stream and hope you're having a wonderful day. They're saying don't pull the mini boss. Crimson Tempest. Okay, good. Singer's Eye says, you love the sod stuff, but back on Anniversary. Yeah, I thought when you know, sod got announced that, like, no new content, I was like, okay, well, I can go to Anniversary, or I can go to Cataclysm and Mists of Pandaria. And I thought to myself, every time I hear someone talking about Anniversary, they're complaining about it. They're saying, oh, we all PvP grind all day. Oh, now that we PvP grinded, nothing in the raid matters. Oh, you can't get a raid spot unless you're a warrior or a shaman. And it's like, everything I saw about Anniversary just felt like people had negative opinions about it. So I was like, I don't want to choose to play that. But, yeah, I'll go back for Burning Crusade. Yeah, I don't think I could, like, it's gonna happen in Burning Crusade anyways, but, like, in my opinion, Burning Crusade is just more fun and interesting. But, like, I couldn't take another, like, round of anniversary, you know, classic raids of, like, warriors with main character syndrome, people bitching at me being like, oh, if you don't do expose armor, you're kicked out of the raid. You know, all this, like, the game is so heavily, like, min-maxed now, like, that it's too much even for me. And it's like, the prospect of just going to raid every week and being the expose bot and getting insulted by warriors who, like, think they're hot shit, like, just is not a good prospect. Jump. Alright, then I think we go Stein and Bowmaster? There we go. Whirlwinds. I don't have to worry about losing my Bandit's Guile when I change target. And luckily, when Mop comes out, I won't have to worry about that either. That's a purely Cataclysm problem with Combat Rogue. What? They're going to the boss. Did they not kill Bowmaster? Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. We're going for Bowmaster now. Aren't we going Assassin in Mop? I don't know. I'll have multiple rogues. I'll probably play multiple builds. I'm pretty sure combat with, like, Blade Flurry is just unquestionable, like, best thing on multi-target. Would be my guess. Jeez, there's so many Praetorians and Whirlwinds. Jeez. Yeah, all the patrols are immune to distract. Bro, that's so annoying. Why do they make everything immune to distract in this raid? There's like a cool bit of rogue utility you can do, and then they're just like, what if no? Does Kata have Gamma dungeons? I caught end of the VP dungeon. You had death in loot. Oh, yeah. Cataclysm has, like, enhanced heroic dungeons, just like Wrath of the Lich King did. Where it drops, like, mid-level raid loot. I have no idea, like, exactly what items drop where, but, like, you can get some, you know, decent epics out of the dungeons. Alright, we managed to live, so we still have our ground Scorpok assay. That's a big plus. Didn't die to any of that trash. Can't believe Sod is dead. Yeah, I mean, I'd rather be playing Sod Phase 9, but this is where we are. There is no Sod Phase 9. It's not real. Those 2.5 shoulders, yeah, I mean, they're a look. They are a look for sure. Cauldron? Any cauldron? I don't think we're getting a cauldron. Yeah, we got the Cardinal and the Cannoneer debuffs. Bowmaster, Puck, Shield Warden, Stein, so no Mage and no Knights. Guessing Cardinal and Cannon were empowered. Buffs are expensive again. Oh, shit. Is it because all the bots left? Is that... So rugged leather is expensive again? That always... When they used to do big bot ban waves, you could always tell because the price of a bunch of, like, easily farmable goods would skyrocket after a bot ban wave. Good. That was the Confessor mechanic. I thought I could... Oh, you know what I did? I pressed my Cloak of Shadows keybind. Shift Q in Cataclysm is my Cloak of Shadows button. There we go. Which is not a Cloak of Shadows keybind in Season of Discovery because that ability doesn't exist. I thought I was going to remove the debuff stacks by cloaking them. Because you can do that with, like, you can vanish them off. And do other stuff. She moving. Nope, I got shocked. This'll T used. Ooh, oh, just barely missed that cannon. Oh shit, it's still going. Is it actually blasting us? I think it is actually blasting and we moved out. Okay. Good. What do we got? Jostled Chalice Fragment, Consecrated Belt, Cardinal Shawl. Sweet. Alright, we were highest rogue. Were we highest boss damage? Probably not. I didn't perfectly do the snapshot. We were pretty high up there on boss damage, though. 4th. Without having a legendary... I mean, I don't even have, Not only do I not have a legendary, I don't have a Queen's Fall, and I don't have a Regicide. So I don't have, like... I have a weapon, but it's basically the worst weapon I could get out of here. I think it might actually be the worst weapon that is technically better than Gressel. That I could be using for this build. Will of the Mountain is better. Light Fist Hammer is better. The other sword is better because it's actually higher weapon DPS. And this is a low item level, low weapon DPS. The other sword is higher. Yeah, I think it's the worst item that is better than Gressel. Oh, probably... Oh, Mercy? Oh, the fist weapon. Is the fist weapon better than Gressel, though? I don't know. Gressel... Mercy might be, yeah, the fist weapon. Alright, they're talking about pulling too many mobs here. Pet aggro, they're saying. A bunch of people are dead. We're gonna need fresh weapon buffs. Alright, refresh my firewater. Alright, Solistrasza. Okay, we could do a better opener this time. Mercy, or Beatrix is kind of scuffed on the opener because, like, you're fighting other stuff in the middle of it. My problem with the Balnazzar opener was just, like, he always aggroes from so far away, and I had to, like, stealth up to him with my Master of Subtlety. I was basically too far away when the boss got engaged, and I needed to save my sprints for other things. Yeah, Balnazzar was just scuffed in a lot of ways, but I think we should do a lot on Solistrasza. We want holy protection? Okay. Excuse me. Alright, we'll hit a Blade Flurry the first time the whelps come up. How many whelps do you go for? They're saying they want to kill 2 of them. Thing about Beatrix is the ads still... Oh. Yeah, I really don't care too much what Warcraft log says. I'm just trying to do a bunch of boss damage. In part because I know I can't compete on overall, like, ad and trash damage, because just, like, my class doesn't do that. Save the Saber Slash stack. And some Thistle Tea there. I thought I was about to get breath there, but I moved quick enough. Air. Get back on the boss quick. Save the Saber Slash stack. Not me. There we go. Almost top of the meter. I told you guys we could do good. See that? Consecrated Circlet, Viscera the Gut Render, Helmet, Light Scale Leggings. Okay, it's time for the didgeridoos and the didgeridon'ts of the world to be separated. Prediction. Star prediction will Didgeridoo drop. That's all that matters. Simon just got Regicide, got all the weapons now. Thinking of giving Saber Slash a spin. Would you run Regicide plus Queen's Fall or Claw? I think both setups are good. They're close and they're different in certain situations. I would personally just run Regicide plus Queen's Fall because the mental anguish of maintaining Crimson Tempest is not worth whatever the simulator DPS difference is. That's what I would say. Pretty sure this guy's cleave is 360 degrees, but they're saying don't be in front. What's your most controversial SOD opinion? I mean, I am generally a GDKP enjoyer, and they banned those. That's probably the most controversial of the opinions. I mean, the things I like about it, you show up to the raid, you know you're going to get something for your time. It's a system that incentivizes geared players to attend, so like you generally have higher quality raids, whereas like in a soft reserve system, there's not a lot of reason for someone who's already geared up to attend. You hold out a big reward that everyone wants till the very end of the raid, so you almost never have people leaving mid-raid. There's a lot of positives go with it, and a lot of times you talk about GDKP, people have already made up their mind that they either love it or hate it, and like won't engage in an actual discussion about it. Obviously, the downside is that it gives you a way to turn gold into gear. So GDKP runs being popular creates more incentives for people to buy gold. So in servers where GDKPs are allowed, I think it's fair to say there are probably more people buying gold, but what we saw in Season of Discovery and certainly Anniversary Realms is that banning GDKP, there's still a lot of bots and there's still a lot of gold buyers. There's no doubt about that. Yeah, so I mean, it has some good and some bad, and I felt like, you know, I never ever bought gold, and I geared up characters in GDKP throughout 4 different phases in Classic, from Wrath of Lich King to Season of Discovery Phase 1. Yeah, I mean, it was a system I thought was good. Yeah, some people, TXRB, you're saying, I think it's the opposite. No GDKP is much more reason to buy gold. Some people say that because there's no GDKP, they cannot, like, run one of their ults in a GDKP raid, get a payout, and then pay for their consumables. So then, instead of being able to do that, they are left with the options of buy gold or actually farm in World of Warcraft. And let's be honest, a lot of people do not choose to farm in World of Warcraft. I'm not sure what I want to do in Cataclysm, if I want to do GTKP raids or if I want to do non-GTKP raids or what. I'll have to figure out what or Cataclysm, I mean Mists of Pandaria. I'll have to figure out what my options are. Whoa. Oh, yeah. It was the void thing. Frick. Yeah, okay. Admittedly, I was not paying attention to how they were trying to set this up. They have all the melees on that side, all the tanks on that side. So I think everyone but the tanks are protected. Like, you can't even DPS the bear with the way it's being positioned. I was just going on the bear because it was stunned and it was far enough away from the fence that I couldn't hit it. Oh well, my fault to die to the Wild Aperture. Whether I'm on the side of the Wild Aperture or not, I could have seen it coming. Well, close the prediction for the trinket. What do we get? Prisoner shackles, bearskin mantle, consecrated sabatons, consecrated sabatons. No didgeridoo. All right, away we go. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Already have that. 4. Yeah, kind of not very good loot. As a didgeridoo situation. Oh god, we're not even going to Council. We have to go all the way to Mason the Echo. Okay, well, Mason the Echo could drop Will of the Mountain, which would be a main spec upgrade for me. So we could claim a main spec roll on that. Travlek, I think there's a lot of different things that influenced why there were different player counts in the 2019 Classic and the Anniversary Classic. I think simplifying it to one allowed GTKP and one didn't is not a good argument. It may have been a contributing factor, but I don't think that's a big factor, if anything. I mean, I think the 2019 Classic had such a massive player count because it was the only version of Classic that was offered at the time. Now we have, you know, it's split so many different ways between the hardcore realms, the era realms, the anniversary realm, the season of discovery realm. The Classic player base is just split so much that, like, every realm's population is going to be lower than 2019 Classic. And 2019 had, yeah, the COVID buff, too. What, I mean, I think that probably, I'm not sure, but I would say probably banning GTKPs, it was like a good thing for player count in the era realms in North America. I'm not sure of this, but like, I like GDKPs, but I recognize that a lot of people really despise them, and they like don't care about any of the details. They're just like, I hate this, it's awful. So they're probably feeling very positive about the fact that GDKPs aren't allowed. And I would imagine that those people make up a significant portion of the audience. All my first raiding experience started with how much gold you spending. Yeah, I don't know, like, what the, like, getting into the scene type of thing is. Like, I never had problems with that. I never expected to get, you know, loot. Hang on. Sorry, who are the two people on boats? Gotcha, not me. That's all I needed to confirm. I'm gonna not have to be on boat duty in this raid. That's great. Alright, they're figuring out who's doing boats. They're doing something weird with, like, one person goes on this boat for the first launch, and then that same person goes on that boat for the second launch, switches, and then they go on this boat for the third launch. They're, like, switching the boats each person's assigned to with each cannon launch. Seems weird to me. I don't think they're trying to bubble skip. I am Simon is... So ads chase across and get grabbed by raid. Oh, yeah, okay, I understand. They don't have boat captains like me who can do the boat without aggroing any of the mobs onto the raid. They don't have that. Yeah, that makes sense that they would have to do a strategy to handle the ads in a particular way because their boat captains, yeah, are just, you know? Yeah, but it's okay. I'm retired from boat duty, you know? I sailed the seven seas for 2 months, and one of the best boat captains in all of Season of Discovery. And it's time to retire from that. My proudest moment as boat duty was one time I had like 8 mobs on me, and I didn't have Vanish, and I didn't have Fetish of the Sand Reaver, and I just said, fuck it. And I died to the mobs, so they didn't aggro onto the raid. And it was the 3rd cannon launch was already done, so they didn't need me anymore. So I just died to the mobs and let them finish the boss. Captain goes down with his ship. Oh, I think I missed food buff. I think my Saber Slash stack's gonna be gone now. Yeah, it feels very gone. No. Alright. Alright, kind of cranking. Swap the weapon again so I can do the nice poison application. Good. I don't know which way the boss. I think I'm behind him. Yeah, I'm behind him. Sometimes it's hard to tell in this raid which way the boss is facing. Nothing swappy. Go. Alright, anything good? Anything good? Anything good? Anything good? Ring is good. It's not the weapon I wanted to see. Alright, over to the boss. Boat, I mean. Did no one else come to this? We're alone here. The ring was soft reserved by some other people. So, whatever. Maybe I should have soft reserved Queen's Fall if I couldn't get Regicide because it was hard reserved. I went for triple didgeridoo, which is probably stupid. I didn't think about getting Queen's Fall on this guy, because I got Queen's Fall on my other two rogues already. Lucky doubloon. Okay, now we can go to Council, then Lilian. Ooh, we could potentially rogue tank on Lilian. What's my tank build at? Yeah. bring the boss in now that we got the yellow healing thing. Sent out one kidney shot on him. Another kidney shot from a different rogue.
Big fog
And
damage.
we all got the curse. Stay in the yellow. This is the whole point of getting the yellow thing to spawn, is you stay in it if you get cursed. Bunch of people dead anyways. You can have double spec on sod. Yeah, you can have dual spec on Season of Discovery. Rock and roll out. Hello. Thank you for the tier 1. Thank you for 2 months of support. I really appreciate that. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Bad stuff on the ground. Oh, what the fuck? There's more bad stuff on the ground. Okay, backing up. How did Simon make 80k gold in 2 days? Yeah, we sold the PvP gear. Lots of it. People love that shit because it's the cheapest way to get a high item level. And then if you have a high average item level, you can queue into the Twilight Protocol dungeons. So they buy that shit up like crazy, and I make like 100 to 200 gold profit on each piece. Into the room. All right. Ability's still happening. Alright, we need some special stuff for the next pull. Wind Striker. And we need a cloak with Fan of Knives. Which it looks like I don't have. Do I have a helmet with focused attacks? No. I'm just gonna click them on. Oh, they're already pulling. Shit. I'm behind. Alright, well, I'm on top now. Just barely lost to the mage. Back to this. Melee all on dome. Okay. Alright, they're gonna assign kicks to stay on Vishos, and then everyone else is going on dome. Okay. This goes here. Wound poison there. I forgot to food buff for Mason the Echo, so let me do that now. I have to listen in for the assignments here.
I'm gonna link a weak aura. Everybody please use it if you don't already have it. Actually, mine might be specific to Mage Warrior. Yeah. They should all be the same, but that's the general idea. When you open that weak aura, there was a custom options tab, and in that is an interrupt group A, B, or C. So I'm going to be assigning interrupts. You need to go into the weak aura custom options and select it, and it's going to tell you when it's your turn to kick. We've got a lot of kicks, so this should be more than plenty. And just write in chat your interrupt group, so I know that you've done it. Remind who were the IEAs again? I'm sorry.
There's only one.
I thought somebody said that they would be.
No, Murder didn't have it.
Yeah, Frozen Rune, Greater Holies while we're waiting.
I'm running up to the
Murda, Warsteph, and Trauma. You are going to be interrupt group A.
Okay.
Zan, Purple, and Bullen, you are interrupt group B.
Okay.
Murtlat, Simon, Zeph, you are interrupt group C. Vaka, you're group A. Drosvy, you're group B. That should honestly be enough. We've got an ass load of them, but shamans, if you guys see a cast going through, just try and catch it. Priests, please focus on dispelling slows off of people. It's absolutely critical. That should be your #1 cast.
I don't know why we need a weak aura to do a kick, but we have it now. Seems a little cringe to me, but if that's what the group wants to do, that's what I'm gonna do. Alright, they're switching some stuff up now. Cleaner comms. Yeah, I just hate, like, get the weak aura for this, get the weak aura for that mechanic, get the weak aura that makes you not have to think for this, get this add-on. It's like, I don't want an individual add-on for every boss mechanic. Yeah. Get ready and mop. You'll have a weak aura reminding you to breathe. Maybe you will, but I won't. That's not my type of thing. They're still talking about counter spells and kicks and who's pulling which mob where. Still explaining stuff. Alright, here we go. It's time. Warriors saying they weren't going to sunder. complaining that they didn't have improved exposed armor on this target. Oh, I see. It pops up. Not when I'm next, but when it's exactly my time to kick. Oh, that was a lot of ground strikes. I would like it to tell me when I'm next to kick. Like, if it's gonna tell me what to do, it's not very useful if it only pops up a reminder when the cast is already happening. What I need to know is when it's my turn next, so I can make sure I've got energy available to do it. Oh well, whatever. It's not that hard either way. I'm every third kick. As soon as we're done here. Okay, one of the kicks did not happen. Wait, that was a short vanish. Alright, they called us off of Vishas. I don't think I snapped this Saber Slash correctly. Oh, shit. Reacted a little bit slow to that. Alright, we got her done. What do we got loot-wise? Mirage, Rod of Illusion, Lightforged Helm, Crusader Chalice, Raging Destroyer Helm, Shoulder Pad Spalders, no Queen's Fall. Do y'all want avoidance tank for Lilian? Do you want me to do that, or stay damage dealer? Works for me. All right. Yeah, sounds good. All right, the raid gets one chance to kill the boss properly with real tanks before I step in and avoidance tank. They said if we wipe, then we'll just make Simon go avoidance tank and kill it for sure. I need to vanish, maybe? Okay, I think we're good now. Continually pulling stuff in. I think that's on purpose. It's way easier to fight it. Tempest, everybody, and it's basically Lilian boss time now. We're just going to be damage dealing, just be a straight up pump. Pretty good. Best way to encourage melee to not stack on top of each other. No, they're still going to stack for ignite, and then they're just going to blame the healers and be upset if they die, or the tanks die, or anything. Threatening them with having to avoidance cap, or do an avoidance cap tank if we wipe. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I do over 10,000 TPS when I'm avoidance tanking. It's not many people are gonna have a problem with me doing that much TPS. It's actually very good. I think the last time I checked it out, in the first 15 seconds, I had like just like 10.8 thousand. And it's like, man, not many people can do enough damage to have that much tank threat be an issue. Oh, let's see. Right? Let's do it. Are you full geared? No. This character is not full bis. I have 6 pieces of tier. Like, I have very good gear, but it's not bis. I need different weapons. And slightly different tier pieces, and like a ring and a cloak, and a couple minor pieces. Alright, food buff.
Also, any of the melee from group 5, you're also going to be there too.
Okay.
Let me fix groups here because he doesn't have
back
battle
left
show.
group 1, they're saying.
Okay. So Group 1 and Group 5, your melee is going to be back left. Group 2, you're back right. Group 3 is front left. Group 4 is front right.
Front left.
Group 6,
So
you're going to be to
I'm
the
over
left
here.
of the boss, like on the outer ring. Group 7, you're going to be to the right of the boss on the outer ring. And Group 8, you're just right where we are right now.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll probably roll off tabard. It's auto loot into his inventory.
All right. Should be good. I think we're ready to go here. "27 seconds on Thistle Tea. 3-minute cooldown on Thistle Tea after I press a frozen rune, so I just want to press that like right away when we get to Lilian, and then of course there's going to be a couple minutes of yapping, and then Thistle Tea is ready by the time we go into the boss. Man, this sword set looks so cool. I'm kind of mad that it's not like competitive for for like any damage dealer build. A sword set's so fucking cool, but it's like only really good on tank. She drops the other one of the sword set that I don't have yet. But it's like, it's not, it's maybe better than what I've got right now. It's definitely not my Biss. Oh shit, this rogue's offline. The sword set Sinister Strike DPS build exist? I mean, you can do that. It's not going to be competitive with like Mutilate, Backstab, or Saber Slash. But it's not illegal to put those things together. Maybe they're saying maybe this guy was reserved on Queen's Fall and just left after it didn't drop. They're still talking about, I don't know what, I mean, they were talking about the rogue, and now they're just talking about how much shit needs to be talked about before we pull Lilian boss. Probably the final straw, just quit Sod. That could be. That could be. What is this, like week 10 of Sod or something? Or this phase? No Queen's Fall yet? Which is, honestly, is not even that uncommon. If you play one character and you do the raid 8 or 9 times, it's actually pretty reasonable to not see a 1 in 6 or 1 in 7 drop. Which I think is about the odds of Queen's Fall. They're gonna try to use a regular tank and not do tank swaps. Interesting. Let's see how this plays out. Good. Everything's fine. Oh, it's the jumping poison. We did it! Zan, LOL, backstabber, probably as Queen's Fall. Vial of Pus, Wand of Reanimation, Crusader's Chalice, Leg Guards, Leg Plates. Let's see what Zan has. I think I did pretty well there, rotation-wise, but I don't have a strong weapon. What's Zan got here? I'd be very impressed if he did that good damage without Queen's Fall. Where's he going? Wait, where's he going? Trying to find him. So I can inspect him. I think all the mobs in here are gone, right? Bumped by Caldoran. Arguna said, you missed a decent Cald clear this morning. Yeah, Pedro asked me to go to that. But, like, I had a bunch of fun stuff to do in Cataclysm today. So, and I didn't know how long it was going to take me to do the Legendary Dagger quest line. So I wanted to make sure I could get that done before this Scarlet Enclave happened. And I was way more hype about logging in and doing the Dagger quest line than doing a cleanup cleanup Caldoran. Do you have Regicide on any of your... Yes, I have it on my Alliance Rogue, who tanks every week. So it's not very good. Well, I'm glad you guys got the boss down. That sucked to not kill it on Friday. Alright, let's see. Refresh a couple of these buffs. There. Oh shit. We lost Undead Warlock Kamstapula. Sorry to do this, but you don't really need me for last boss, and I got IRL shit. He stayed in the run for 90 minutes from start time. He did bounce, and he had 2 soft reserves on Caldoran, so it's probably not He's probably, like, actually had to go for stuff. People aren't gonna... If someone's being shitty, they're not gonna bail out before killing a boss that they have soft reserves on. There we go. What weapon is that? Pole axe of the beast. Okay. All right. Damn, this is 40 man. Good luck if you need anything. Well, technically we started as 38 man and we lost 2 people mid-raid, and I triple soft reserved the didgeridoo because I found out, because I didn't read ahead of time what items would be soft reserved. I was trying to get Regicide off of Caldoran, but it turns out Regicide is hard reserved in this run. Normally they just reserve like Infusion and Experiment, so I didn't really look at the details that was changed. So then I was just like, oh, alright, fuck it, we'll just triple reserve Didgeridoo. It didn't drop. We could have left after Alexei the Beast Lord and gone back to play Cataclysm, but that would be shitty to do, so we didn't do it. I have Didgeridoo on one of my characters, and I summoned Bigglesworth a grand total of 1 time so far. What happened to the guy with no rings or neck? That guy appears to be gone too. It was a shaman. Alright, I think they're gearing up to make a pull here. Warlock's over there in position. Still rocking Dragon Slayer Javelin. Wait, this is an item from Onyxia. Shit, that's an old-ass item. Alright, here we go. We got my wound poison weapon is equipped, so I'll open with a poison knife to put up wound and occult. Okay, that's a early pull. Right. Back on boss. Blade Flurry up, evasion up, in case there's any trouble with that. Pulling ads on, or aggro on shit. Imagine the damage I'd be doing if all my Envenoms hit for double damage because I had Regicide. I'm already doing crazy giga damn. Don't worry, it just won't drop this time. Okay, it needs to drop either 0 or 2, and that way I can roll on the second one. Refresh Crimson. There he goes, phasing. A little slow on that. Cheeky little triple stack of Saber Slash on the boss before we sit through this part. Alright, away we go. Threat's been good. I think I can use Vanish for the snapshot. Where's the Warlock? Oh, I didn't do the... I didn't do my attack power cooldowns. I did everything else about the snapshot correctly. Oh well. Still do pretty good. So that Saber Slash should be ticking for like 5k. It's ticking for 4.6. We'll have 2 minutes back for post this phase. Caldoran. Post. Oh, fire's coming through. the end here, it's probably not even worth snapshotting totally correctly. But do it anyways. What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? Chalice. Regicide. Damn it. That's what we needed. It's reserved in this run. Unlucky. F. F sod. That's it. High Commander's Guard, Consecrated Robe. Alright, cool. The Trinket I reserved didn't drop. Queen's Fall didn't drop. Regicide dropped, but it was hard reserved. And I think Sod is dead. I think that's it. I'm just like not really excited to play this version of the game anymore. Such is life. Yeah. We'll probably still do a couple more Scarlet Enclave raids. We're pandas now? No. We're human male rogues in Cataclysm, and then Panda Land, and then Burning Crusade. That's the plan. Yep. Thanks in advance for your gold, says Zug Zug. Oh, yeah, you need my gold? Yeah, okay, yeah, I understand. You're the front runner for content in this game mode? Well, thank you. I'm glad you think so. Oh, wait, we can, Wait, Scarlet Steed? I rolled a 6. Okay, they're doing the tabard too. Wait. Tabard? They were mentioning tabard. Ready, set. Insane Shot with a 98. Simon Eyes Orc with a 65. Shit. Val Strike with a better than 98? 99 up there, okay. Alright. Good stuff. Do you see the comment on your Cat a Dungeon YouTube video that was like, you can tell a group is gonna fail when there's a male Draenei? Because they're all noobs? I did see that comment. That person might be pretty surprised when I upload content of a male Draenei Death Knight. When my Death Knight video is male Draenei Death Knight. Right, anyways. Some people might be confused. If I needed Regicide, why did I join this run that has Regicide hard reserved? One, I didn't read ahead of time what items were hard reserved. So I didn't know that until I attempted to soft reserve Regicide 5 minutes before the run, at which point it was simply too late for me to try to find a different run. This is the last day of the reset week. Like, I wasn't reasonably gonna find a different run, so I was just like, screw it, we'll reserve something else that I need instead. Although, had I figured that out ahead of time, I would have tried to find a run that didn't have Regicide hard reserved.